when the library closed at 6 and I headed back to my car, I saw that that homeless person's bag is still sitting on the picnic table. So I gave in and ransacked it. Pretty much threw away everything. The only things that seemed to be of value was this little iPod that they had, like this cheapest iPod you could ever get, and a saw. I'm amazed that they packed all this worthless stuff in that bag. There's so much useless stuff. But I think it's abandoned. I mean, what, cops wait like 2 weeks or something? I wait 2 days. There's no ID. I was interested in looking for ID. So it's an anonymous bag. And I've seen them before. This isn't the first time. I've seen suitcases just left in the park for days, only to be ransacked by other people. It's how things happen. I mean, people abandon their apartments, their homes, and just leave everything. You know, this isn't just an isolated case of somebody being poor and leaving their last few possessions. I've cleaned out an apartment once that had all kinds of garbage just piled. You could barely see the floor. And there was some fairly useful stuff at the time in the 90s, mid-90s. They had records that we could sell at the pawn shop, and well, they didn't have a lot of useful stuff, but still, they'll just leave things behind and just forget about them. Happens all the time. And we saw that was a process that was going on with the movie Into the Wild, where that young 23-year-old guy went into Alaska, pretty much left everything behind, his car and his money and all that. It's just kind of something that people want to do. So I don't feel too bad about ransacking it. Somebody else would. Somebody else did, because I closed the zipper and then I come back and that zipper is open again. So somebody else checked it out too. So I'm heading to McDonald's. It's just up the hill. And coming from the library area. This is supposed to be the road that takes you directly to Mount St. Helens. I forget the name of the road. But Mount St. Helens is an hour away, or at least the observatory is. And then Mount St. Helens is 5 miles further, like maybe the ridge of it. You gotta keep your distance from it in case it explodes. People talk about how they could see the smoke plumes from the Oregon border. So that's maybe 40, 50 miles, maybe 60 miles away. So it's good to be a good distance. I was watching some video on the history of it. It blew in 1980, May of 1980, and it kind of blew in a northward direction. It had smoke plumes that went straight up, but like a blowout happened like sideways, which really is interesting. I guess they didn't know how that worked. So we got some railroad tracks here. Must keep pretty busy. So yeah, I'd be interested in checking out that volcano, but how much does it cost? I'm trying to figure that out. They're not being up in front about it. They wanna gouge you when you get there after, you know, an hour's drive to that observatory. Then they're like, oh, $30. I could see them do that. They've done it in the past with other parks. Although that's Oregon. When Washington, they have that Discovery Pass. And I forgot I had to cross that Highway 5. Looks like over here they got that park and ride. I'm sure. Mount St. Helens Visitor Center. Okay, crossing I-5. There's no protection for pedestrians. You can just jump over or throw anything over that you want. This goes to show how few pedestrians they have. Daunting. Okay, just getting past the I-5. I gotta cross back over anyway, but just recording it as, just want to record it one way. So, hitchhikers, Crime Stoppers, we got a sign up here too. Really take the initiative on that. $3.11 for gas. Well, $3.25 at Shell though.